Hey there, I'm Trevor Houston, the creator of the Who You Know Summit, and I'd like to welcome you to the Who You Know Job Networking Show.
On our program, we'd like to show you the job search like you've never seen.
Everything from getting noticed by employers, how to properly format your resume, and how to network effectively using LinkedIn to drive recruiters to your profile.
We even take suggestions from our amazing community.
So if you want to learn all things job search, go ahead and subscribe now.
Focus! It's all about the job search. So if you want to learn how to land that next success, you heard them. All you got to do is subscribe and ring that bell so you don't miss out on a thing. Welcome to the Who You Know Job Networking Show, where what you know is important, but
Who you know can make all the difference in the job search.
Who you know can make all the difference in your job search. Super excited today, guys. We have an amazing show. We got a couple of all-star guests in the house. They're behind the scenes, so we'll bring them up here in a second. I'm going to keep y'all in suspense with this pink chair.
Mystery.
Oh, yeah, we got the pink chair back today.
Mystery guest.
You know we bring the heat when we pull the pink chair out. Y'all know this.
The pink power.
Oh, yeah.
Woo! It's the pink power chair.
We got matching. It's matching too. Matching day.
Oh,
for the pink chair, so.
okay. All right, so let's go to the audience real quick, see who we got tuned in with us. We got Meg Rose in the house, our hype lady. Albert, what's good? We got Steve Madison, Doug Ellerbrock. How are you? David
Madison.
Rapp.
Steve
Mike,
Madsen.
the man
Madsen?
material.
Yeah.
I
not
said it
Madison.
wrong.
Madison, yeah.
Madison?
Madsen.
I was thinking Steve. Yeah.
We got Tammy Brooks. We got Fred Proctor. We got Clayton Cunningham. How are you all?
All right,
Philip
Clay.
Austin, what's good? Mike Mediterranean, how are you?
No, Mike Materian, B.
Mediterranean? Mike Mediterranean? No,
you,
Mike,
Mike.
you know I love you, bro.
Mike, we love you.
We got
you,
Colleen Chin. Oh, man.
Colleen's in New York.
Larry,
Oh, for real?
yep. We got
Yeah.
Larry Briggs, Trisha Brewster,
She got a
Teresa
shout-out.
Fairbook.
Hey, we
Bur-
want to give y'all a shout out, y'all. I'm just saying, we want to show you some love here on the Who You Know Job Networking Show.
Hey,
so if we don't know
Liberty.
you're tuning in and you're not sounding off in the comments, well, sorry, I can't help you. But let's do this real quick. If it's your first time, we want to hear from you. Let's go ahead and sound off in those comments. Let us know it's your first time. If you're an alumni, meaning you've landed, you're back to work, and you're ready to pay it forward, we want to hear from you. And then job seekers, tell us what you're searching for. You can put a hashtag HR, project management, whatever it is that you do, put that in the comments. And then for all of the companies and recruiters, put hashtag now hiring. We want to know who you are. Let's see, we got Esther from Allen, Texas. She's repping it.
Esther, I didn't know you were in Allen.
Mike
Materian.
Yeah, he said
Wow.
it's all good, Trevor. He knows I can't. He knows I can't. He knows.
Anybody from out of country? Anybody from out of country?
Yeah, we usually
have a
have
pretty
folks from
good
the
following
UK.
from out of the country. So if you're from out of the
Hannah,
country,
are
let
you
us
with us? You're in the UK.
Chandra from Garland, Texas. Rep your city, guys. Greg, Pellegrino. Pellegrino.
Boom!
You like that? Greg, so here's the deal. I can't read very well, okay? And
No, you can't
so I
read
pronounced
very
your
well.
name pretty good. I did a good job. So good for me. And
So you
good
guys-
for you for being here, man. We
gotta
appreciate you.
we gotta figure out some kind of trophy or something to give Trevor when he gets it right.
When I get it right, it's good. It's powerful. Okay, I'm just saying. Bill Gallup, what's good? Let's see. Albert, he says
Liberty
hashtag data
Shaw.
analytics. Meg Rose said, really, Trevor?
There's G.
For real.
G's with us.
G from Frisco. Hey, what up, G? In the house. All right, guys. Well, we appreciate you tuning in. We always like to bless this show and bless our audience with a prayer. So if we can bow our heads real quick, let's go.
Couple things to pray for. Holly's
Yes,
stepdad.
that was going to be part of my prayer.
Holly's stepdad.
Yes.
And Mark Lushington has a potential opportunity as well.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
All right, let's bow our heads. Dear Lord, thank you for this beautiful day. We appreciate all of the blessings, and we're thankful for everything that you give us, every opportunity. Lord, there are a lot of people out here right now struggling, a lot of people going through hard times. We know the job seekers, obviously, they're going through a hard time. Everybody that was impacted by COVID, obviously, that's the whole world. So we need you. We need your guidance. We need your light. We pray for Holly and her father, who has gone through some surgery. We pray for a speedy recovery. And we also want to pray for Mark Lushington Murray, that, you know, hey, let's get some donuts for him. We want him to land that next success. So, Lord, all these things in your name, in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
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 All right.
Amen.
So we got a lot to be thankful for. We have a bunch of landings.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I got
That
a hold of this
Christmas
too.
tree behind you is a good setup for going into landings.
You like that?
Uh-huh.
A lot to be thankful for, right?
Uh-huh.
I know it's like Thanksgiving. Hand me that thing over there. This a Thanksgiving.
Get your holiday.
Our gourd basket, cornucopia of gourds.
This is our thankful basket. What do you call this? Hey, in the comments, tell us what the heck you call these things.
Mark said cornucopia.
It's like
Cornucopia?
a gourd basket.
It's a
or harvest.
It's a
Gourds
harvest
and-
basket,
Cornucopia.
whatever.
Wow.
It's festive and it's Thanksgiving, so we have a lot to be thankful for. We have a lot of landings. So
Who do you got?
get your drum roll, get your hands on LinkedIn. We want to see LinkedIn hands.
Right.
And we want to see donut emojis. Y'all know what this is about.
Yeah, no calories.
So we've got Aubrey Hagens. Congratulations, Aubrey.
That's a neat story because Sheila Shoup helped her get that job.
Ooh, it's all about who you know.
That's right.
Keith Davenport, congratulations.
Keith.
And guys, as we bring these names up,
Tag them.
also tag them.
Yeah.
Because we want them to know that we're celebrating them here on the Who You Know show. Karen Nicholson, congratulations.
Yeah.
We got Jacqueline West.
Yeah, Dr.
Jacqueline
Jacqueline West.
Jacqueline West. I call her Doc. Go,
Yep.
Doc.
I got a couple. We've got Wesley Simon.
Yes,
Congratulations, Wesley
Wesley.
Simon. Tracy Harness. I don't think you said Tracy Harness yet, did
Nope,
you?
hadn't
Tracy
said that
Tracy
one.
Harness. Yep,
Congratulations.
Tracy
I'm mad at
Harness.
you because you didn't let me
And
know.
Erica Gonzalez.
Erica
Erica
Gonzalez.
Gonzalez.
With an S. With an S. Gonzalez.
We also
Gonzalez.
got Lee Rutherford.
Yay.
Lee,
Rutherford.
HR. Go, Lee.
See, I told you I can't say names very well, and
But
I've
you
been
said
saying
that.
her name wrong the whole time she's been searching.
What were you saying?
Lee.
Lee.
No, I was saying Leia.
Leia. Yeah.
Leia. I was calling her
Wow.
Princess Leia the whole time, and then when she finally lands, I got it right.
You did get it right.
I got it right.
Yeah.
So Lee, congrats to you, Henry. See, I can't do this.
Casares.
Henry Casares. Thuivo.
Tweevo. And she's in HR, so go Twee.
We love Twee. I like that. Twee. I like that. Troy
Nap.
Knapp. The K silent.
Troy. Troy is out in San Francisco, but you know what? That is how big our network is, y'all. That's
Wow.
it.
San Francisco?
Yeah.
All right.
And he's a head TA person, talent acquisition for some of you smart Alex.
Ooh, and that's a good one to have in the network. And then last but not least, Karen Nicholson.
Karen Nicholson.
Karen Nicholson.
Karen was the one that came up with my logo for my company back in the day.
Oh, no way.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
But the big one, here's a big one. Can I
What?
handle the big one
Yeah,
today?
yeah. Let's hear it.
Dolores Galt. You
That's
guys.
right. Dolores.
Oh, yeah,
Galt.
that's right.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep. Dolores.
Dolores is going to Conifer Health Solutions as an onboarding specialist.
Okay.
She will be the first person that you have a relationship with when you get a job with Conifer.
Wow.
Now, I couldn't think of a better job than that.
Wow, that's really good. That's good. So, guys, that was like, I don't know, 12, 13, 15 landings. I don't
Yep,
even
a
know.
baker's
Can't even
dozen.
count. Lost count. Did y'all lose count? You probably did. Tag all those folks in the comments. Let them know. We want to see those hands on LinkedIn, and we want to see those donut emojis flying around. Hey, Foster, you got the tip of the week. What's good?
Okay, Trevor told me this, guys, and it made sense. You guys call me the job father, right? Your tip of the day is to please link in with Foster Williams. That's me.
Love that.
All I do is connect you guys to people, places, and things. That's the tip of the day. Connect with me.
Whoa, okay, and that's a mic drop because. Okay, let me explain
I'll hold
something.
my mic.
He
for
says,
that.
I am the tip.
He is the tip. Look.
No, don't listen to this.
No. Here's the deal, guys. Let me explain. Foster, he's getting close. There's a ceiling on LinkedIn, y'all. I just want you to know, like 30,000 is the top. Okay, you can't connect after that. There's no more connecting after 30,000. So you have an opportunity right now while he's still got some headroom in LinkedIn to connect with this man. And this is the job father. I promise you, you need to do that.
Our
not for
first
long.
guest blows me away.
It's not for long. You're just about there, so you better act quick.
Yeah, you better get on that. You better get that. Okay, so we got the landings, we got the tip, connect with Foster, we got the prayer, we did all that. Hey, guys.
Events.
Oh, Check it out.
Events.
Events is a good one, guys. We got
Events.
Talent Net Live coming up
Friday.
This Friday.
This Friday.
Y'all need to go check that out. I promise you. You'll see a little commercial here in a second. But Talent Net Live, you guys, and use the coupon code. Who you know will get you 75% off. This is the event where you're going to have recruiters. It's a recruiter event. It's a recruiter conference.
It's a recruiter fest. It is.
Like, what kind of event? Do you want to go to a job seeker career fair where you're just like in there with a bunch of job seekers, or do you want to go to the conference that has all the decision makers? Just saying. So Talent Net Live, you might want to go to that
It is
one.
powerful.
All right, guys, let's go to a quick break. Don't go anywhere, because when we come back,
We got Madeline.
we got Madeline Mann in the house.
There are roles all over the place now for things like employer branding that didn't exist when I started talking about it in the late 2000s.
We see talent as a function rising, and I think we're starting to see a bifurcation of HR in general.
Things are moving at light speed.
It's all boils down to human relationships.
What people will get out of this is a definite knowledge of where the industry is and what we can do better. Hello, Who You Know Show friends. If you want to get your next gig, you got to think like a recruiter. And there's no better place to learn how to do that than at the TalentNet Conference. We want you. Join us, talentnetlive.com. I'll see you there.
How are you spending extra time at home? Perfecting kitchen skills? Learning a new language? What about your education? At Waldorf University, we're offering 25% off your first online course. It's your time. It's your future. Start today.
Hi, my name is Chuck Lentz, and welcome to my first LinkedIn video. I am an experienced sales manager with a track record for meeting and exceeding expectations. I deliver sales results by having a passion and demonstrated skills in recruiting, hiring, training, coaching, and inspiring high-performing salespeople. I have a core, value-based foundation consisting of building trust, treating people with respect, and communicating expectations. As a sales leader, I am known for my remote management expertise, team collaboration, strong analytical aptitude, and exceptional verbal, written, and public speaking skills. You can count on my teams for flawless execution while focusing on the customer. I am seeking my next opportunity in sales management. If there are any professionals or organizations you believe I should connect with, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching my video, and have a blessed day.
Hey everyone, this is the Self-Made Millennial channel, where you'll get honest, straightforward, instantly applicable advice on how to find your career and excel at it. I'm Madeline Mann. As millennials, we go out into the workforce and realize we are woefully underprepared. Don't let these memes kill your dreams. School gave us a lot of conceptual knowledge that taught us how to think deeply about the universe. And now we can all sit around and pontificate on how everything in the world is either a potato or not a potato. But this channel will not be some abstract philosophy on how to be successful. Self-Made Millennial will give you actionable tips that you can start doing today. Who am I? I have an insider perspective. I head up people operations at a tech company where I interface, interview, and hire millennials. I receive tons of messages, emails, cover letters, resumes, requests from millennial job seekers all the time. And I've noticed patterns of what success and failure look like. On top of that, I'm a millennial. You know, I face a lot of these same hurdles that a lot of you have. And there's been times where I've had zero direction, I've failed a bunch, and somehow I found myself on solid ground. So if you want to find a meaningful career, Get that job interview, excel in your role, develop meaningful relationships, take your career to the next level, then stay tuned for tons of advice videos by millennials for millennials.
Welcome back to the Who You Know Job Networking Show, where
Why
what you know
is
is
that?
important, but
who
you know can make
Who
all
you
the
know.
difference. Can make all the difference. We're super excited because we got a very special guest in the house. We got Madeline Mann.
Madeline
She is
Mann.
the founder of Self-Made Millionaire, Millennial. The Self-Made Millennial.
Manifest it.
Yeah, I love it. And she's a human resources leader who has helped thousands of people land career-defining jobs. She was named one of the top 5 career YouTube channels by Career Karma, and the #2 career-focused TikTok channel, second only to Gary V. Say what?
Now that's heavy right there.
That's heavy. So guys, if we can get a round welcome and round of applause. I can't say it. How do you? Yeah.
Round of applause.
Yeah.
Slow clap start.
Slow clap. Slow clap.
Thanks, you all.
Wow.
Oh, too kind.
Was that like the worst introduction you've ever had? Was that pretty bad? That was pretty
Give a
bad.
warm
hyped
welcome
up.
and a round
I'm
of
feeling
applause.
good.
That's what you're trying to say.
Madeline, you had so much energy on that video. Oh my God.
Oh man, people are always saying, "How do you drink? Are you drinking so much caffeine?" No, man, this is just I'm just pumped.
You're
I'm
high
pumped
on
on
life.
the job search. I'm pumped on HR. It's all good.
She's just pumped. She's all hyped up on Mountain Dew.
Pump. Let me pump you up.
That is awesome. So, okay, you're obviously crushing it. You know, you're getting all these awards and accolades because you got your thing going on. By the way, guys, y'all need to go subscribe to her YouTube
Yeah,
page.
y'all need to do
okay,
that,
y'all
yeah.
need to go do that. Everybody go do that. The Self-Made Millennial. I said it wrong the first time. But you're obviously crushing it. When did you start helping job seekers and why? Like when did all that start? Why did you do it?
It started in October of 2017. I was the head of HR at a tech company, and I was the one who was in every interview debrief and reading lots of these resumes, and also in back rooms speaking with executives on who would be promoted. And I saw a lot of consistent patterns that if only professionals and job seekers knew the way that they were coming off,
Yeah.
they would make much different choices in their job search. And I actually started helping people by thinking I was going to be their savior. I was going to be that one HR professional that replied to their application and told them why they didn't get the job. And I thought everyone's going to love me because, right, doesn't everyone want that? And
Yeah,
it
they
turned
want
out,
feedback. Yeah.
no, they did not want my feedback. There was a lot of hate, a lot of negativity that came my way. So I thought,
Oh, wow.
maybe this is not the path for me to help people. So I started my YouTube channel instead so that people could get advice that they actually
Okay, so I love that.
wanted.
So all of y'all job seekers out there, always wanting the feedback, okay? Well, you hear it from her right here, okay? Like, you want the feedback, but can you handle the feedback? You can't
Right.
handle the truth.
Right.
I
And
knew
that,
that was
that's the
coming.
thing, because they say they want it,
Yeah.
but then it's also personal, right?
It is personal.
Because it's very personal. You put your heart and soul into it, and you get that negative, well, not negative feedback, but you get the feedback,
Yeah.
and you take it as negative, but it's not negative. So,
Yeah.
but good for you, Madeline, because that way you're putting it out there, and people can digest it on their terms.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They remember you for that too, Madeline.
So when
it's
did you
rare
start
to
that?
get
When
that.
did you start that channel?
It was October of 2017.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
dang, okay. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it's been years, 3 years.
Yeah,
now,
she's doing the thing. We got started, y'all. We're about to come up on our 3-year anniversary. Hey.
Whoop, whoop.
January
Yeah,
of
we're only
2018.
January. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna be 3 years. We scared everybody off.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
So,
So that's awesome. That's really good.
tell us about TikTok and your use of TikTok for
the
what
top.
you're doing.
What I love about TikTok is I am a fast-talking person who really loves to infuse humor into every learning. And
California.
when I got onto TikTok, it just naturally was like, talk fast, do it quickly, make it as actionable as humanly possible, and don't take yourself seriously. And so the moment I got onto that platform, it just really just worked out for me because I was really able to take those teachings, each 6 on YouTube and teach it in one.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that is cool. We did a TikTok before the show, okay? So y'all go find our TikToks. We did a Tik and a Talk Look, I'm trying to get up on the game.
So
Look,
how you know when you're ticking and how you know when you're talking?
I don't know, but everybody that comes up here, they're crushing it with the job search TikTok.
And they're doing TikTok, yeah.
I'm like, look, let me try to get a channel going on here. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, look, I'm trying, okay? I'm trying. Stepping out of my comfort zone, okay?
Yep.
Okay, that's awesome. So let me ask you a question. Do you only help millennials?
No, it's actually, I've had people in my programs of all generations, and also skewing a lot of people who are older generations, because they have found that they are often in the same role for more years, and they come back into the job search and they realize, whoa, the rules have changed. And if they just have that learner style like me, where I want things as quick as possible, get to the bottom line, give me the steps, make it actionable. There's learners like that in all generations. So while I targeted millennials, it's been such a pleasure working with all types of people.
Yeah. We older people, I'm not going to tell you what generation I am. A lot of us are not scared, and we will get in there and play. And you will find a lot of times that our experience and our wisdom will play into the whole thing, and will make a big impact.
Yeah. Hey, look, y'all are wise, okay? Y'all
Well, not
got
all
the
of
years. You got the years, right?
You got the years.
Look, that's why I like this show, because we got all the generations except for the Z. Look, matter of fact, let's switch gears real quick. Let's talk about them Zs. What's up with the Zs? What are you seeing about the Zs? The X, Ys, and the Zs. What do you see?
What I've noticed about the Gen Zers is that one thing that's wonderful is I see them building real world skills. So they are learning design skills early on. They're learning coding skills. They are learning communication skills. But I've also seen a tremendous amount of anxiety. I post anything about putting yourself out there or asking for feedback or anything like that, and I see them like, my anxiety can't. That's always their comment, my anxiety can't. So that's the thing that I've been noticing from a lot of Gen Zers.
Ooh, dang.
I made millennials, so I'm that age.
You know, it's interesting to see because, you know, you have this kind of parity, right? Where the younger generations learn from the older generations. And it makes me think back to like the Great Depression, right? So the parents that went through the Great Depression, their kids saw that, and that was the greatest generation, right? The World War II generation. They grew up, and so they're fantastic workers, super hard savers, right? They saved a lot, prepared for themselves because they saw that and they learned from that. And so I think we're seeing that, right, in the employment and job search world where, you know, the Gen Z, they're learning and they're seeing what has happened to their parents who are going through.
Well, it always has to do with your parents. Like, I mean, it's the way you were brought up, but the way they're brought up was like, this was halfway through my life, right? This was their entire life. Okay?
That's all they know.
This is it, right? So a lot of that insecurity, I feel like, comes from this right here, fear of judgment.
Good point.
Right? And so where this was like, oh, I learned and I adapt halfway through my life. Like, oh, this is cool. I want to figure this out. This is awesome. And, you know, the boomers are a little bit more resistors. They're the resistors to this.
Yeah, we are.
I mean, let's just face it, right? I mean, but it is interesting. It's all about how you're raised. I think people are generally a product of their environment. And how you were raised determines a lot about a person.
It does.
Well,
it does.
Tied in with that, and Madeline, this is really for you. Like, how do you see technology? I mean, obviously, as a millennial, you probably view it different in your shoes than what maybe the Gen Xers or the baby boomers, right? What would you say as far as how to use technology? Is it an integral part? Is it something that you just use when you can? What are your thoughts on that?
I think that we often underestimate how important our digital footprint is in the job search, especially as we get to these higher level roles. If I'm going, if you're hiring an executive, we want to be able to find that executive online. Either they have a really well filled out LinkedIn profile, there's articles or blog posts where they've been quoted. You want to be discovered online now, and make sure your profile is public. And it's so important that everyone needs to Google their name, see what comes up, and you actually have a lot of tools at your disposal to change what those results are. Creating your own web page, or really utilizing the way LinkedIn already ranks to level up that profile so that that's likely one of the top 3 things that shows up. And then you're able to really craft your image online.
Yeah, I love that. SEO, you got to make sure that you whatever is showing up looks good, right? And yeah, for you high-level executives, like if I'm hiring, like, and I Google your name, I want to see some articles. I want to see some substance. I want to see you featured in Forbes. I want to see you, I want to see some cool stuff that I'm like, oh, ooh, this is the executive I've been looking for.
Right.
Like a resume makes you want to dig in and sit and find out more.
100%, 100%. So yeah, internet is definitely important. What do you think is the biggest job seeker millennial mistake? Like millennials are just dropping the ball. What do you think it is?
Millennial mistake. I would say that there's this immense hesitation with following up, with persistence. It's seen as desperate. It's seen as annoying in the eye of the person who is considering doing it, in the eye of the job seeker. But what I've found is the exact opposite. On the employer side, we see the person who follows up as the one person who is the most passionate, the person who is the one who is a go-getter, who isn't passive, sitting back waiting for things to happen. But when they're in their job, they will be the ones going after it, making it happen, right? So I think that a lot of millennials think, oh no, gotta hang back, gotta be patient, when patience really doesn't pay off.
Man, you just got 3 mic drops.
You got a 3-micer.
Okay, look, you got to follow up, y'all.
Oh, yeah. Well,
millennials.
That's like we've talked about, like, how do you spell success?
Follow up.
Yep.
Look, the money's in the follow up. Okay, any salespeople out there know that, right? Like, it's just the way it is. Most people don't say yes the first time you meet them. They just don't.
You got to show that you care.
In sales, they say it takes like 12 touch points. 12. Okay, so in the job search, how many touch points does it take? Right?
Oh, wow.
Think about it. And that's a big sale. We talked about it on the last show. When they sign the dotted line, if it's $100,000 a year, right? The average tenure is 3 to 4 years. So let's call that $400,000 plus bonus plus benefits. You just cost that company $500,000 when you sign that line. $500,000, right? So that's a big
way
purchase.
to look at it, yeah.
How many touch points does it take?
Well,
how many's enough? 12? 20?
I guess it would. You know, I'm going to say this.
What?
It would depend on what your relationship is.
Relationship.
I'll shut up. Okay.
Love that. Well, look, if you have already built a relationship prior to, which we have a special guest behind the scenes right now, Julie. We were talking before the show, and she said, while we were going up the elevator, she goes, I feel like I already know you. I feel like I've already met you.
Yeah.
Why? Because of the videos, because of the social media, because of what we're putting out there. She goes, I feel like we've already met.
Yeah.
You know? And so I think you can expedite your search. You can expedite what that employer, how they feel about you, how you make them feel by putting yourself out there, by getting out there. So on video, I think it's real important. What are your thoughts on that? You like that?
Yeah, there's the marketing rule of 7. Ooh. If you all have heard of that, where for a typical customer to convert, they need to have had 7 different touch points with you to feel that familiarity. And familiarity breeds fondness. And you're absolutely right. It doesn't have to be 7 emails. It could be them seeing a post of yours on LinkedIn, or them hearing your name talked about by a coworker. These are all touch points.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I love it. I mean, think about the customer journey, right? I think about the customer journey. I recently went through Shay Rowbottom's boot camp, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I remember that customer journey to a T. I remember the first time I saw one of her posts. I remember it was straight value, had nothing to do with marketing or video or boot camp or any of that. It was just straight value. I seen it over and over. I started, and I was like, I love the way her videos looked. And I started to get familiar with her content. I followed her. And then next thing you know, like I'm seeing other people with similar stuff, and I'm like reaching out to them, hey, what software are you using, right? And I'm like, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? How are you doing it, right? And they're like, oh, no, it was Shay. Oh, I'd already been familiar. And I'm like, oh, let me go. And next thing you know, I'm signing up for her boot camp, right? Like there was a journey that I went through, but I'd already got to know her. I was already familiar with her. right? And it's the same thing for a candidate. It's the exact same thing. If you put yourself out there on a regular basis, that employer, they're going to see you over and over and over. They're going to get to know who you are. And then eventually they're going to make a decision on you, whether it's good or bad, but at least you're going to get a decision.
That was my exact story with Barbie Winterbottom. You HR contingent folks that are part of our HR CSN, you know Barbie, you know what I'm talking about. Check her out, Barbie Winterbottom.
Yeah, check her out. I think she's coming on the show, right?
I hope she is.
We'll get
She's
it worked out.
signing up,
We're going to get that worked out. Okay, let me ask you some other questions. Okay. So why do you think millennials get a bad rap? Because I'm a millennial too, right? And so it's actually funny because I don't hear it as much anymore, but you used to hear them dang all millennials, right? And you even see these skit videos where like the millennials are awful in the interview. They're like I'll be late or show up whenever they want. Like, what do you think is holding millennials back?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, millennials are the CEOs of all of the hot tech companies at this point. So many of us are kind of in the stride of our careers. So you're right. I think we have shed quite a bit of that reputation as we've gotten our bearings in the professional world. But I think, I just think that we kind of came up in this different environment, this more digital environment. And I don't know, there's this whole thing about us always getting what's it called? Trophies for not winning.
Yeah.
And I'm always thinking, who handed us those trophies?
Yeah, not me.
Millennials didn't buy our own trophies. It was the boomers who raised us who were giving us those trophies. So I don't know.
So it's
I raised one.
There you go. So whose fault is that for giving the trophies out? That's what I'm saying.
Mine doesn't have any
And first of all, I didn't get no trophies. Nobody gave me a dang thing in my life, okay? I got lots of trophies.
I got a few.
I got a lot of trophies, okay? But I earned every single dang one of them. First place, okay? None of this, participation junk, okay? First place, all right? I got a lot of those. That's all I'm saying. So I'm all about, don't be giving out them trophies. You better earn that.
That would be sad. I've not seen very many participation trophies, but I've heard about them, and no, that doesn't calculate.
So I have a question. So, Madeline, in your career, right, your trajectory and the path that you've taken, how integral has networking been?
Oh, it is the key. It's who you know, right? It is so important. So yes, you can get jobs the regular way. I would say that truly being curious about my career, and I teach this to other people as well, is getting to know other professionals, taking a genuine interest in their careers, how they got to where they are. And people always think that these networking relationships, that something always has to happen immediately after, or you walk up to someone and you ask them to be your mentor. But really, I see networking as dating for friends, right? Just to find a bunch of people who you think are fantastic, taking a special interest in them. And it's amazing how when you take that curiosity, really learn about their path, they know that you're job seeking. And then a month down the road, as soon as that role comes open at their company, you're the first person they think of. And it's this wonderful feeling of it's a really meaningful relationship versus kind of, sending out resumes into the abyss.
Yeah. And it's so crazy because we're in this culture of I want it now, right? Immediate gratification. And that's what a lot of people's approach to social networking is, right? To social media and networking, like LinkedIn. Oh, I'm not going to talk to them. They're not going to be able to help me. Wrong.
Well, hey, look, you think you can, you think you can't. Either way, you're right.
Yep.
So if you think they can't help you, well, guess what? They are not going to help you.
That's right.
But if you think they can, and you invest, and you spend time, and you build a relationship, and you cultivate, maybe not today, maybe 5 years from now,
who knows?
That person elevates you and is the biggest person that you've, in your entire life, development-wise.
Yep.
Like I'll give you an example. There's someone in the chat right now. Shout out to Elizabeth from Waldorf University, right? So, like, we built a relationship, but she was searching. I had reached out to her, right? She didn't even need me. She landed like the next day. Okay? But it was an outreach. I was reaching out. She landed, but she remembered me because I was trying to help her, right? So now she's with Waldorf. She's been watching the stuff that I've been doing and what we've been doing here, and she,
Yeah,
now
you got
they're
your
investing
job
in us,
resource management.
right?
Yep,
And now we're putting on the job resource management series. So things like that, you just don't ever know where it's going to come from.
Yep.
But it was a seed I planted, and I didn't even realize I planted it because she landed. I didn't even get to help her. Isn't
Was
that
it
funny?
Elizabeth Haley?
Elizabeth Haley,
Yeah.
yep.
I didn't even get to help her, but she remembered that I tried.
Right.
Does that make sense?
That's awesome. How awesome is that?
That is this network,
That's
guys.
networking,
That's
though.
what we do.
That's networking. It's planting seeds constantly, cultivate throughout your life, throughout your entire career,
Right.
whether you're working or not, whether you're searching or not, continuously to build and cultivate relationships is your keyword. That's what you need to do.
That's what you got to do.
So it's all about who you know. You said it, right?
Absolutely.
All right,
Yeah.
I got a question for you. Who do you know that you think could be some extra fire for this show? Because you're in the space similar to us. So who's out there moving and shaking and bobbing and weaving and doing things for job seekers that you're aware of right now? Is there somebody that comes to mind that's like, bing, yep, I know who it is?
Yes, he is basically like my brother. Do you guys know Austin Belsack?
Oh yeah, Austin's been on the show. Yeah.
Oh, amazing. Okay, so
Oh.
him and I are just thick as thieves. He's so exceptional. His
Love it,
tips
thick as
are
thieves.
flawless.
Yeah, we had Austin on the show. We'll see
here
about
with
getting him back on again coming the new year.
Austin is cool.
He is a good dude. I like Austin Belsack. He's got some amazing information that's out there as well. And what's crazy about him is that's his side hustle, right?
Yeah.
That's his side hustle. Watch, it's going to become his main
It'll
hustle.
be his hustle.
Right now he's working for what, Microsoft?
No, it's his full hustle.
Oh, it's his full hustle?
He went all in.
became
He
his
left
full-
Microsoft.
Hey, Austin.
Breaking news.
Oh, he's
Congratulations
all in.
to Austin.
Austin,
Round
yeah.
of applause.
Oh, Austin, you get a mic drop, baby.
Yeah, and I also see you're connected with Jordan Carroll,
Oh, yeah.
who
Jordan
also
Carroll, yeah.
is a good
Carroll.
friend of ours, the Who You Know Network.
Yep.
So
You're connected with half the
Oh, yeah.
planet anyway.
such a small world.
Well, if there's anything we can do for you, don't hesitate to let us know because it's all about who you know. If I can connect you with somebody or do anything
Yeah,
for
that's
you,
what we do.
don't hesitate at all.
Now, I know that our viewer, listener audience would love to connect with you. LinkedIn, you can go to Madeline Mann and follow her. Any other way that you prefer that people reach out to you if they want to send you a message or
on, bro.
otherwise? I mean, directly.
Absolutely.
Directly.
Come on, bro.
Yeah. Hit me up on YouTube,
Come on, bro.
Self-Made Millennial. Same name also on TikTok. And yeah, you can also find me at my website, madelineman.com.
Two ends, you guys.
This is where it's happening, y'all. I'm just saying, hey, I have that question for you. How impactful has YouTube been for your business?
It's been phenomenal. It's really a great place to build relationships with people, give those in-depth tips, and really be able to be like a search engine for people. So as soon as they need help on what is your greatest weakness, I'm there. They can search for me real quick.
It's the number 2 search engine, isn't it? Or number 3?
Number 2. Well, Google's number 1. Google owns YouTube.
Google owns Foster.
YouTube is number 2. But what I love about YouTube, you're absolutely right. It's a search engine. We started our channel, guys, a little bit late. I can admit when I'm wrong. Can I tell y'all? I'm real good at that. I'm going to admit when I'm wrong. Mark was right. Mark said, we got to get the YouTube. And I was like, nah, man, LinkedIn. I was like, bro, LinkedIn's where it's at. LinkedIn. I was like, let's double down on LinkedIn, right? And so we really came late to the game with YouTube, but I know it. I feel it now. We've been spending a little bit more time on our channel on YouTube. So we'd appreciate it, audience, if you go check us out on YouTube too, because we're putting some time and effort into that channel.
Subscribe.
Go to the Who You Know Show. Check us out. And
check out Madeline.
You too. I'm gonna go check out your stuff.
Yep, check out Madeline. That's where her content is, by the way. So make sure you go to her YouTube channel.
Yep. Madeline, thank you so much, guys. We got to go to a quick commercial break. Madeline, thank you. We appreciate you.
Thanks, Madeline.
Thank you.
Thank you, Trevor, Mark, and Foster. Have a good one.
All right,
You too.
Guys, we got to go to a quick break. Don't go anywhere, because when we come back, we got Julie Van Orden in the house.
Julie Van Orden is up in here with us.
At Waldorf University, we are committed to helping you discover a path to success. Our flexible online degree programs give you the freedom you need and deserve. Take the first step and receive 25% off your first course today.
just wanted to share a quick thank you with the Who You Know team and the area networking groups. I just landed a position with one of my target companies, and as someone who has not been in the role of a job seeker for many years, I was not at all familiar with the process, focusing on target companies and interview strategies, resume techniques, LinkedIn algorithms, and above all, the importance of networking.
So how I got the job I have now is I really used the strategies that the Who You Know Network taught me for creating LinkedIn content and networking.
Here to say a big thank you to the Who You Know Job Networking Show. Mark, Trevor, and Foster are doing such great work, and job seekers everywhere are getting great benefit from it.
I was invited to participate in the Career Transition Summit, and it is put on by the Who You Know Network. Within a couple of hours, learned a ton of tricks.
Welcome back to the Who You Know Job Networking Show, where what you know is important, but
who you know.
Who you know? Man,
Julie Van Orden.
We gotta get better in sync, y'all. I'm just saying, we're live. We gotta do this.
We're
Do you want to try
3
again?
years in.
We're 3 years in. Let's do it again.
Yeah, we're all 3 years in.
Well, welcome back to the Who You Know Job Networking Show, where what you know is important, but
who you know.
What make all the difference?
There's a reason why there's a conductor for opera and orchestra. You need a conductor over there going, boom.
Okay. Guys, we've got a very special guest. We got Julie Van Orden in the house. She is the author of the brand new faith-based book, Well with God, which is an 8-dimensional approach to achieving the total life wellness God has for you. Super excited to have you here with us.
Thank you so much. I have a couple of thanks. First of all, thank you for the opportunity to come here, and wanted to just congratulate you on all the successes that you're having.
Thanks, Julie.
I have surprises that I brought.
Oh.
Okay. So I'm going to start with, I'm starting right here with, these are the door prizes for anybody who answers whatever question you decide to ask. And I will tell you, if you want me to tell what's in it now or wait until the time comes.
I'm going to peek, but we're going to wait. Because I'm going to keep the audience in suspense.
In suspense.
Yeah, because y'all can't get to know what it is.
And the next, are you all ready for next?
Yeah,
There's more.
I'm ready.
There's more. All right, this is from my husband. What? There's more. This one's from my husband.
Okay.
Who connected with Foster at the very beginning of 2019 when he was laid off, and he got a contract at that time. Didn't really get a huge opportunity to work with you guys, but have continued. I mean, it was at first entree. That's exactly what it is. What
So
you're
he got
talking
the
about.
donut holes.
So he brought donut holes, not just. Now, let me tell you why. He just unexpectedly got a contract extension for a year.
Hey.
So this is for because what happened is that he initially was.
Get those a Foster. That's Foster right there. That's Foster. Here.
So
Here you go, buddy.
initially-
I'm fat enough
Catch.
Initially, they when he started back in 2019, it was 6 months, and then after and it was every 6 months, and then after COVID, it was a month at a time because they weren't sure they could. So many contractors lost their jobs as well, right? So he got the biggest one just last month, or maybe it was earlier this month, and it was. And he said, you got to take him donut holes.
I love that.
So he landed a contract, which is a donut hole.
You got out of the black hole, and you got some donut holes.
And here's a napkin in case you can pass that around. And so the next one is the landing of the full donut. Because I didn't come on here to talk about a landing, but I got a landing. Yes, a full job, full time, with benefits.
One more landing.
And I want to tell you what's in here. Chocolate eclair for you.
Yes.
Cinnamon roll for you.
Yes.
And then
Christmas
everything
came
else
early,
for
y'all.
and the guys back there because I didn't know what your favorite was. And the donut hole.
This is my favorite.
Yeah. So I am going to put this back in here.
No. We no.
Hold on.
No, you don't put that back in the back. Oh, we gotta get that right now.
Details, girl.
There is. All right. So the details.
Okay.
They're a little bit jostled. Can you hear me? Okay
we got the mic. See, that's how we do it
Can you
live.
hear me okay now?
We fix mics.
Wow.
Y'all see that?
Best show ever.
I know it's been a long time since y'all have had the real donuts, so I had to.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah.
I'm grabbing my eclair.
Here, and did you get your napkins?
You got
We got the napkins.
Yeah. Okay. Oh my
You
gosh.
wanna take that down there?
This is an eating and drinking show.
Oh yeah, we're doing it.
Yeah, I have my water right
Yeah, we
here.
do that.
We're doing
All right, so the backstory to that, Foster, is this.
Oh, I don't need that.
So there's a moral to the story on something. You know how important it is to make a good first impression?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
I always believe it's important to make a good last impression. And that is the key to what happened here. So my husband we moved around a lot. My husband was in the Navy for 21 years.
He's Navy.
And so, yes. So I didn't have connections anywhere. So I reinvented myself everywhere we went, but one of the things that I learned from him, and I'm going to hose this a little bit, Dan, so I apologize in advance, but when you're on duty and you're the duty officer, you do a pass-down log, right, every time. So the next duty officer that comes on knows what, because you got these 24-hour duties. Well, I always stepped into positions that didn't really have any kind of a pass-down, so I had to really sometimes reinvent, and sometimes they were new jobs, but like nothing ever there, and I got to develop them from the ground up. And other times they were in place, and I didn't really have a good pass down. So I started leaving a pass down, not a log, but like a booklet. You can go to this file on your computer. You can go to this file. This person is your contact, and these are the outstanding projects. This is the status of them. I always did that, and it was really interesting because I never expected to go back to those places because we would move, right?
Oh, yeah.
But sometimes I would get a phone call from those folks or an email saying, Julie, that pass down saved us. That was because, sometimes I always worked for civil or government organizations, and, a lot of times they take a while to get a new person hired, so there's no overlap. And so that pass down became the overlap, right? Well, that was the lasting impression. That was my effort to give a really good lasting impression. So this one happened when in September. Now, I was laid off in August, and I had this side hustle, which was the book that we're going to talk about later.
Oh, yeah.
I turned it into full-time because it was just out, so I had a publicist, and we were promoting, and I was doing all kinds of, doing radio and doing podcasts and some in-person things when things started to lighten up with quarantine. And then I really wanted to, I've worked since I was 15. I had a title, right? I didn't have a job. I would get in there and I'd start applying for things and looking and trying to help people understand who I was and what I did. I never had a job come to me ever. And really? no one ever reached out as a recruiter because I am a wellness professional, wellness coordinator. It's a very niche kind of job.
It's very niche,
and it's not like, recruiters are calling you, oh, we need this and we need that. Well, so I wasn't ready to go back to work. I wanted to do this side hustle and promote my book, but I did have a chat with God, and I said, save me from myself, because my thing is that I'm going to get insecure and start applying for everything, and give me the faith to wait. And by the way, God, if it's your will, I'd really like you to bring it to me, right to my doorstep, because I've never had that, and I want to know it's you, and I want to know it's not me in my head.
Old prayer, love that.
Right? So one day I get this text with a link attached, and it was from a previous employer down in Houston who said, I don't know what your plans are, but your old position has been announced, has been opened up again. And it had been almost 3 years, 2.5 years. Wow. And we see that you are no longer employed with your previous employer in Dallas. Would you consider reapplying? You'd have to go through the whole process, but we have learned some things, and we are willing to do a more work from home and work from Houston, but work from home in Dallas as well.
Nice.
So I got to go through that whole process, and they had a lot, like 217 or so candidates.
Wow.
And they made me go through the whole process and really prove myself again. But I think that lasting impression was what really helped, is that, boom, you got to do it right.
Don't burn bridges.
Don't burn bridges.
Hey, they wouldn't have called you back.
Yes,
don't burn your bridges.
And do it on purpose. Like, I didn't ever expect to go back to California where I lived one time, or back to Washington State, or back to Maryland. But I still left a lasting impression because it was the right thing to do, a good one. At least I tried.
Look, you know how to leave an impression. Boy, I tell you what, you came in here with them donuts. Woo, yeah, she knows how to leave.
Impression.
She knows how to leave an impression.
This network on donuts, and I hadn't had a donut in a long time.
I'm so glad.
COVID, man.
COVID.
No donuts, bro.
I think it's great because, number one, there's a lot of tie-ins here. The Navy, the military, integrity, It's huge, right? A huge component of
Yes.
military persona.
Yeah.
You obviously have that instilled in you, and
Just
that's what
by
it's
living
about.
with someone.
Yeah, right. Maybe there's some trickle down. I don't know, but that's your character, right? It talks
Yeah.
about your character and what you're doing for those employers as you're leaving,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
That is full of integrity right there. So
Thank you.
That lasting impression.
And not wanting anything in return. I think there was something you were saying in the last segment, and
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was, but it was
No
about
angles.
relationships. It's not like you were building or planting the seeds. You weren't planting those seeds because you wanted something from it. You planted them because you felt it, right? It was right. It was the right. And I think those genuine relationships are so important.
100%.
And I want to tell you that a week later, after I got that text, somebody who I think you called out her name that's on here. She was the one who I linked with on LinkedIn to get the job here in Dallas. I reached out to her. She was an executive, and she got me hooked up because I saw a job. She served as one of my references for this job. But she also sent a company my way. So in two, I asked God for just one, and I got two.
Yeah.
And then, it's awesome. And I had to, the other one was moving a little slower, and I knew the fit with the one in Houston was like this. We were peas in a pod.
That's awesome. So bold prayer. Okay,
Yes,
be
yes,
bold.
yes.
And
Tell him what you
God
want.
likes that because it shows your faith.
God works through people. I mean, we're His children. Why wouldn't He work through His children?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you some of the times where I've really, really, really got aggressive. Okay, with my prayers.
Tell us.
Aggressive.
You was hungry.
For
Guys, y'all ever been there where you're just you're almost demanding things. You better do this. Right?
Right.
God likes that. It shows your faith.
And He understands because we are made in His likeness and His Okay, I'll shut up.
And
Reminding him of his promises.
they've always been answered, though. Every time I've ever gone to the throne, He wants to know. He already knows. He already knows your needs. He already knows it.
Mm-hmm.
He wants you to come to Him. Come to Him. Be bold. Go get aggressive with God.
Now, you know something messed up? I got a job on the throne one time.
Was that Teresa Fairbrook? Is that who you're talking about?
Yes, it's Teresa.
Yeah, said she gave you a shout out on the comments.
I didn't. Yes, Teresa.
sorry,
Unbelievable. No, I did. I appreciate that. I didn't know if she was still on because I don't have the live stream going. But Teresa, unbelievable. She's the one who brought me into a job here in Dallas, and she sent somebody my way for a job that I didn't end up taking, but then she served as a reference for the other that I did end up taking, and she's extremely resourceful. If you don't know Teresa Fairbrook, I think you should. She's very resourceful.
I want to make sure we still have some time to get to this.
Let's talk about
all
it.
right, I don't want to get this skipped up, okay? So talk to me about this because I was looking at it, and it's the 8 steps.
Yeah.
And we got physical, we got occupational, we got mental, intellectual, financial, environmental, and social. And so that's 7.
And then spiritual in the middle is God.
It's
8.
it's
God
in the middle.
is in the middle.
I missed it.
In the middle of it all.
I didn't
Jesus
see it.
at the center of it all.
Don't
we want to sing that song? Don't we want to sing that song?
Let me give you a mic.
All right, if you throw the mic in those donuts, we're in trouble.
Mic drop.
Mic drop.
All right, tell us about the book. And obviously, God was in the center of you writing it.
Yes.
So that'd be kind of foolish of me to say, what inspired you to write that book? Was there anything else that inspired it?
Yes. So when people think of wellness, most of the times I think about like a fragmented approach. They think about diet and exercise almost always.
No
Sometimes they extend it to mental wellness, but rarely do they think about the holistic model. And so when I went to school, and I started out in one field, and that was part of my occupational wellness story, but I ended up in the health field. What I learned is that and I knew it, that's why I chose that field. Arizona State University, Forks Up. So I just, throwing gang symbols. Yeah. So what I learned is that there's a multidimensional approach to wellness, and it is holistic, and it involves everything from your occupation, which is your purpose. What is your calling? You have a destiny, right?
Yeah.
Every person has a destiny. God leaves nobody out, right?
That's good.
And then there's financial well-being, and there's social. Our social group is just as important as our fitness. And so When I think about wellness, I think about a lot of people start attacking it from, okay, let me go on a diet, or let me go apply for those jobs, which is what I wanted to do, or let me join a group so that I can make some friends in this new community. You have to start from the inside out, because if you're doing it that way, outside in, you're doing it alone. If you do it from the inside out, God is with you, and you have to seek Him, and you're never alone.
Hold on. Y'all see this? Let's make. Hold on. Can you get a slow motion? Hold on. Oh, hit the donut box. Love it.
You get points for that.
You got points.
So
you get points for saying.
You get a car.
You get a car.
You get a car.
Well, hold on. Speaking of mic drop moments, I do want to make sure, because we got stuff to give away. Hold on. It's Christmas around here. Christmas came early, so let's go to the audience, because they're saying mic drop.
Mic drop. Meg Rose wrote, love this woman. Sorry, I'm taking both of them. Battle lines are drawn.
Ooh.
Lena Stutz is with us today. She's from Houston too.
Lena.
H-Town. Oh my gosh, I love H-Town.
H-Town.
And Shauna Reinhardt. Lena and Shauna Reinhardt. Yep, are two folks.
Follow me, Lena and Shauna. And everybody should follow, because I'll chat with you. I'll be
You guys need to connect with Lena Stutz. She is awesome. She's
great.
Been making videos, put them on Facebook,
YouTube,
on LinkedIn, and they're powerful.
Love
it.
All right, let's go to the audience. Let's ask them a question so we can get some winners.
We need a question. Do you have a question that you would like to ask the audience that has an answer? They can.
Not a yes or no question.
What college did she go to?
Oh, yes.
Yes. What college did she go to?
What was my undergraduate?
Undergraduate college.
Which has been mentioned on this show already.
It's been mentioned.
Yes.
All right, so let's see. We got, again, Lena Stutz, Meg Rose. We got Lori Oken. How are you? We got Lisa. We got Norma. How are you? Good to see you. Who else we got up in here?
We got Hope Mangita. Hey, Hope.
You
gotta have
Lisa.
Hope.
Does anybody have an answer?
We're waiting on them. There's like a 30-second lag.
Yeah.
There's a 30-second lag.
Jeremy Stubbson is the first one that I saw.
Yeah, he says ASU.
Oh, they got it.
Jeremy, round of applause.
Jeremy,
he's in Washington State.
Washington State. I want you to know, we were stationed at Whidbey Island in Washington State when my husband was with A6 Intruder Squadron, the Silver Foxes. Our daughter was born in Oak Harbor, Washington. You get a Well With God book, a journal, a Well With God journal, and a bookmark.
Dang.
And
wow.
Ooh, and a stylus?
And a little, and it comes with a pin.
Look at that.
With a stylus.
Got the stylus thing on there.
Oh, you can do your,
You can take all your job search notes. You can get your prayer journal on.
The journal is, you can do it for gratitude. You can do it for your job search notes.
Yep.
And the thing that I really put it in there for is that what this is during the reading of the book. The book is a fast read, but you're creating either goals, if that's what you choose, or a vision board. And so you can take your notes at the end of each chapter. It's just jot down 3 things that resonated with you, and that's going to go on your vision board, or that's going to go into your goals. Okay. And it's goals for your occupation, goals for your finances, goals for your intellectual well-being, environmental, which a lot of people think is green, and that is definitely part of the extended environment. But what I'm talking about when I talk about environmental wellness, it's very important for your social, your family, and your work environment, is the vibe. Is it a place where people can thrive and grow, feel included, or is it toxic? Is it drama-free?
So we're not talking about, Greenpeace and all that.
We're not talking about
We're talking about your
recycling,
environment.
your
nurturing
space,
environment.
the space that you occupy.
Is your boss yelling at you all the time?
Yeah. And are you creating a place where people can thrive?
Right.
Because it only needs to be one person.
Right. Yeah. You got that bad apple in the. Ooh, you got that bad apple making it stanky for everybody. Hey, okay, we got another one. Hold on. We got another one.
Jeremy Stubbson, congratulations, Jeremy Stubbson. We got another one.
12.
Question? Do we have a question?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yes,
Let's go to
I have
another
a question.
What's another question?
Okay.
Yes. What did I learn from my U.S. Navy husband that helped me leave a good lasting impression?
Oh, that's a good one.
Go Navy.
I can't even say I was paying attention because I don't know the answer. I'm sorry. I apologize.
I remember, but I can't win it.
It was the pass down ball. Anybody remember that?
Yeah, if y'all remember that,
Dan,
put it in the
what's up?
comments.
He's probably watching, or he's on a conference call with that donut hole job he's got that's
Dan,
making us so happy.
All right, so while I'm waiting on the comments here, again, we got Lori Oken, we got Lisa, we got Mike. Mediterranean.
Mediterranean.
Man, I want to call him. I want to say
Mediterranean.
Mediterranean. I want to say that.
It's easy to go there.
Neil says playbook.
Pass down, but it's like a playbook.
Neil said playbook. That's what he says.
Philip's with us too.
Well, let's see here.
Bob Ernst says the turnover log.
Yes, it's Bob Ernst.
Yep.
All right, so shout out to Bob Ernst because Bob is the one that introduced
me
to Julie here. So yeah, Bob Ernst, shout out to you,
I'll
man.
tell you what.
Dan and Bob.
Give somebody. Dan met Bob at one of these networking events. My husband and they both had served on the same carrier together and didn't know each other.
Serious?
Didn't know each other. Were in the same town.
Okay.
Right?
You guys,
Bob, I will send you one. If you have anybody else that I will send it, Bob, his own package because of the introduction, and if you want to give that away to somebody else.
So the next one says watch
Bob.
report.
I promise.
Watch report.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Mike.
the watch report.
Mike. Mediterranean.
Materian.
Mike
He knows I'm playing.
Yeah.
He don't care. He's cool like
I know.
that.
I love Mike. Mike Mediterranean. You are the lucky contestant, the lucky winner of the
What did he win, B?
wellness. With you.
Yeah.
Well, with God.
Well with God.
You tore it all up and stuff.
Well, with God. Hey guys, and so Mike, I saw your comments there. Look higher in the comments. So we're going by our feeds. I know the devices, they're wonky. Like
Guys,
the feeds come in different. The answers
a
come
good
in
word,
at different
wonky.
times.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
We're having to go by ours.
Yeah. Because what you see, because I do go back. I watch every show, and I go back and I'm like, well, crap,
too.
that really wasn't the winner, but it's the winner I got here. Okay.
Yeah.
That's who I'm calling out.
It's
so,
that random, and that's good.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't make that up.
No, it's that real and that authentic.
That's authentic, yeah. So there's a lag. There is a 30-second, like when we ask you a question,
there is.
you'll get in there right away. Like if I ask it to you and you type it in, it takes 30 seconds for it to bounce back to me, for me to see it, right?
Yeah.
And then it's not accurate. LinkedIn, come on, bro. What's up?
I watched the same football game with a friend of mine that's in Houston. He's way ahead of my TV. I'm like, dude, don't tell me what happened.
I've done spoilers for people before by texting, and they go, "Did you see that?" And then
they get mad.
And then they're like, "I haven't seen it yet."
Yeah, it's about to happen.
Sorry about that.
Well, here's what I'd like to do before we wrap things up, okay?
Right.
I want to help you out. So let's get your book up. Hold your book up, okay?
There it is.
Well, here's what I'd like for the audience to do right now, okay? I'd like for every single one of you, I got over 100 of you right now, just on LinkedIn alone, okay? And if you're on YouTube, I want you to do the same thing. If you're on Facebook, do the same thing. I want you to take a screenshot, okay? Take a screenshot of your phone right now. Take a screenshot, okay, right now. And then I want you to post it, right? Do a post.
Thank you.
Tag Julie, okay? Tag Julie, and tell her how much you love her and how much you appreciate her coming on this show.
And I know even if you didn't win a book, the book is fantastic. So you guys, where can they buy it?
They can get it. You can download it digitally or get it in paperback on Amazon.com, or you can go to my website, wellwithgod.com, and go to contact on the the landing page. You can order it from. It'll go straight to Amazon.
I'm gonna do that because I'm gonna get that to my daughter. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, it's great. I really want to. I won't do it here because we're running out of time. But I will do an after post about how occupational wellness for all of those job seekers out there. You have to really peel back what you think your goal is and move it from your head to your heart. And really, you have to sit with God and find out what all those stirrings and ambitions mean, because we think very earthly and very...
we think small.
Yes, and He tucks your anointed profession in the most unexpected places.
Yeah. Oh, man.
And so you need... I'll write about that.
Okay, guys, that's the show. It's all about... Who you know.
And I know Julie Van Orden.
Thank you.
Dan.
It is well.
It is well.
Romo in there. Yep, and he's hitting Chris Gronkowski 11 yards. And the tackle made by that number 2 overall pick, Von Miller.
Play action, Gronkowski wide open. Touchdown.
Trevor Houston here, and I want to thank you for tuning in to the Who You Know Job Networking Show. We hope you've been inspired, encouraged, educated, and entertained all at the same time. For information on our different events, workshops, partners, or partnership opportunities available, check out whoyouknow.show for more details. And be on the lookout for our new mobile app coming soon. You never know how this show could help someone you know? And if we've made an impact or put a smile on your face today, don't forget to hit that share button on your way out. Until next week, it's all about Who You Know. Bye!